Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next matchup in the Zelda 1. All boards, no swords tournament. We have today a matchup between a CrystalSaver and a Chessjerk. I am Elso, and I am joined by No Jiggly.
Hello, everybody. Before you ask, no, this is not going to be a 4-hour seed.
Famous last words.
It's Saver. It's Chessjerk.
Famous last words. So we have the Elite 8 flags, which, as you can see on the start screen, they have 1 to 5 starting cards, and they've started with 5.
Ooh,
so
boy.
The seed is being very generous on that front.
Well, that all depends on what you mean by generous. You know, we do have overworlds could be first or second quest or mixed. Our dungeons could be interesting mix. It could be first quest, second quest, or shapes.
I'm ready for full second quest, honestly.
You know, yeah, you know what? You know what the worst would be?
Force triple to benign?
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, something, a combination of second quest and shapes.
Shapes 7 through 9.
None, yeah, shapes 7 through 9, 1 to 6.
Second quest 1 through 6.
Because then what you've got is you've got like that bait block in 3, and here we are. We're starting all the way up on Death Mountain, and it looks like our overworld is not reversed. Thank goodness.
So that saves about an average of 15 minutes per run. And hey, we find a level.
This is level banana, as the color palette indicates.
I expect that the boomerang is in this level now.
Ah.
That's a ladder block. That's a good sign. This feels like a first quest too.
Yeah, you know what? I think you are correct. We got bunnies.
So if we want, yeah, I'm now 95% certain this is the first quest too, just based on that row of 4 at the beginning.
So that means there's going to be 2 item drops in this level.
Oh yes, because Shuffle Dungeon Hearts is a thing that exists now.
It is indeed. And yeah, it's looking like we don't see many floor drops here.
Hi, Landmollas. How you doing?
That's a nope.
So I'm ready for the Force triple to benign.
I'm ready for going to bed at a half-decent hour.
Sleep is a minor detail.
Now we got a 31 as our medium secret, so that's not too bad. Not as high as you'd hope, but at least it's not down in the 20s. Early 20s. That's usually the worst.
So I'm kind of curious to see when the runners are going to check a couple of screens. Vanilla level 3, Vanilla level 2, and Vanilla level 5.
Yep, that's going to be a good indication of what quest we're working on here.
Now, my general rule of thumb is that when it is this flag set, you always assume it is mixed quest with second quest cave distribution.
Yeah, that's probably the worst case scenario.
But the reason you assume that is, if you find you're in full first quest, well, great, you have a bit more money. If you find you're in full second quest, you are already mentally prepared to have no money in the seed. And if it's mixed, then there's almost no way to tell what your money and cave situation is going to be until you find multiple large secrets. Or don't.
Well, speaking of secrets, we just found the small secret. It's worth 12. So far we're working just slightly above average in terms of money. It's going to be up to that large secret to decide whether or not we've got ourselves a, good seed or a bad seed, money-wise.
There's a question in chat about the pause versus the item select. Oh, that comes down to personal preference.
Yeah, CrystalSaver is known for the pause strats, which is actually very useful because, you can pause and then you can kind of predict where the enemy is going to go. And it's a good way of just sort of, Yeah, just a good way of sort of just having a little bit of extra time in order to really sort of read your enemy's pattern. Or, push comes to shove, it's basically slow-mo.
Well, we might have slow-mo as a bubble curse, so if you keep passing constantly while you're slowed, you're like going at, like, I don't know, -5 speed.
Yeah, that's the equivalent of you keep making that face, it's gonna stay that way.
Yeah, you're moving at -5 speed at that point.
Oh. I'm pretty sure that the code used for the slow bubble has basically been, hijacked from the, the ladder, the ladders, that speed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's a power bracelet as our Armos item, which means they can go check the power bracelet spot that is conveniently located 2 screens to the north, as the any roads are kind of garbage.
That is also extremely vanilla, but it looks like we got one of our take any roads here in one of the raft spots, so that's good to see.
Hey, it's called French vanilla. And there's a level.
Well, we know this is,
This feels like 1.
Feels like a 1? Yeah, you're probably
feels
right.
like a
It does
1.
feel like a 1, and we got Patras in 1, so. As long as there's no.
Well, there's gonna only be 1 Patra in 1, which is nice.
And it's looking like we got a bit of combat block here. We still haven't found our blue candle.
The other thing we haven't seen yet is any keys.
Yeah. Now, speaking of which, that blue candle, can be hidden, under a, power bracelet spot, or I think a cave, a bombable cave spot.
It can be under anything that is available for free on the overworld.
Right.
So in this case, it can be behind the. Oh god.
Yeah, I was gonna say the power bracelet. So.
It can also be recorder blocked if the power bracelet leads to a free recorder. Chains are allowed in the logic.
Yeah. Now, speaking of free, if they ever do run into the white sword item, they have a guaranteed chance of picking that up. Starting with 5 hearts and then finding that 1 heart. The take any spot. Okay, here we go. So this is maybe first quest?
It's at the very least mixed. We won't know for certain until we get to Vanilla level 2.
Yeah,
if that is an open cave, it is pure first.
Wow, we might have pure first anyway. Because if we know that we've got first quest, dungeons for 1 to 6.
7 through 9 can still be 7 through 9. The 2Q8 dream is alive. Oh, hi, Candle.
Yeah, there's our candles. So now Saver's got minor offense and more burnination capacity.
He has the ability to maybe get bombs off of something.
Well, those guys can't drop bombs. These guys can't drop bombs. Those guys can, but do you really want to try? Ooh, no, it's
you probably actually do.
Now that one spot, we know then that we are in mixed quest because that spot should have burned if we were in pure first.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now you just assume that your money distribution is second quest?
Yeah.
And you go from there. You just assume you have no money. Also, double grave percent. To answer the question in chat, yes, this is Elite 8 flags.
And just a potion shop under there.
Well, at least we know when we find our feat of strength hint, we're not going to be playing the right seed because we have all community hints.
Well, I don't think we're going to find a feat of strength hint ever.
Nope. So Saver does have the candle advantage. The question is, how much is he going to get out of that in terms of... Oh, hi, Bomb Shop.
Our bombs are 15 rupees. That's actually not too shabby.
Yeah, that is a... I don't think you would turn down a shop with the bombs at 15.
No. And you know, that actually factors a lot into whether or not this seed is, you know, a quote-unquote poverty seed. Because the more expensive the bombs, the more likely you're just not going to have enough money lying around to get those bombs.
That's not even taken. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, seeing about the 15, that means, yeah, it's going to be a lot better. Of course. Sorry.
That's also not taking into account things like arrow purchases, meat purchases if needed, potentially even bomb upgrade purchases.
Well, the good news is since we know that 1 to 6 is first quest, we're not going to get that bait block in 3.
Agreed, but that doesn't stop second quest 8 from being awful.
No, that is
even
true.
second quest.
Now, there is a good way to find out whether or not it's going to be second quest 8. If any of the staircases in level 1, or should I say in the first 6 levels, are first quest levels, they let me rephrase that. If one of the second quest rooms and one of the first quest dungeons moves, then we know that it's going to be second quest in the latter half.
Or Saver could enter this level and maybe give us an answer right now, because that looks pretty far over on the map.
Ooh, okay, yeah, so... Bubbles... We don't know what the bubble curse is. Bubble curse has a chance of being slow walk, which is terrible. Inverted controls, which we've been seeing throughout the tournament, or swordless, which... Well, that doesn't really matter, because this is already a swordless tournament. It's basically free bubbles.
Now, this could be 6.
Oh.
No, it can't.
No, it can't be 6?
That looks like a shape.
Oh.
So, shape 7 through 9. That's the current going theory.
Also, that was a 1 block there.
Yep. But, there was the locked door that Saver could not get into. I'm still holding out for the triple dip 9 seed.
What's the triple dip gonna be then? Is it gonna be like a wanded 9 to go get the bow? Wait, no. How would a triple dip work?
Wanded 9 to go get your ladder out of 7 or 8 to get your bow out of 9 that was ladder blocked to go get your silvers that were Goma blocked.
That's not gonna happen.
Why not?
Well, because not gonna happen.
It's astronomically unlikely, but not impossible.
Oh, I know it's not impossible, it's just not gonna happen.
I mean, as of right now, we have not yet seen a ladder block, and we have not yet seen a wand-blocked Triforce. That may change as we go through the seed, but at the current moment, that is very much possible.
Yeah, let's see if there's anything in this keys room. The key would be so nice right about now.
Yeah, a key would be fantastic for Chessjerk. That's a compass! I want to see what enemies are in this room, because that could tell us a good bit about what is and isn't blocked.
Well, that's a Dodongo.
That means that bow and wand are not necessary to clear this room, so our triple dip 9 scenario is still alive. However, we have yet to see where the item in 2 is, or items in 2 are. Oh! Gibdo's doing what they do best.
You mean do hugs?
Yes.
Well, yeah, getting past this danger noodle room is going to be proved to be rather difficult without a repeatable offense.
So, a red candle?
You know, I have seen situations where the red candle is virtually necessary.
Oh, I have too. Like, I'm saying red candle would make for a very interesting, first weapon for these runners.
Oh, yeah. I've also seen seeds where a double bomb upgrade might have been required.
Yes, the legendary Redbird seed. Although I don't think they're in. Although I don't know how the logic handles bomb blocks in terms of
We
bomb
actually
combat.
discussed that last night. Bombs are not actually a factor in terms of how many you can have. So it is very possible to have a room where you have like 8 blue whiz robes that take 4 bombs each, a room next to it that has 3 dodongos, followed by another whiz robe room that contains a triforce or an item that's necessary to. And then of course if the bomb upgrades roll really low, like for example 2 bomb upgrades, then yeah, you're pretty much looking at one of those situations where you have to force a bomb or the game is just basically unwinnable.
At that point, I think you'd have to force multiple bombs if it was that particular situation.
That'd be impossible.
Because you lose 6 guaranteed on those dodongos.
Yeah.
And then you only have 6 for the wizards, which means you'd have to force at least 1 pack, if not 2.
Yeah, unfortunately in Swordless, you must feed the dodongos. You can't stun them like you can in Vanilla. Because it requires the sword in order to actually slash those dodongos and get your bombs back.
Yeah, and those are the kind of seeds that you just kind of look at it and go, nope. 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 So Chessjerk's gonna go back into 1 with his candle.
Let's see how far he can go, if he can sneak by this Patra. It's an
I think he's gonna
Patra.
go for this key.
Patra does not want to let you pass.
Saver having to spend 3 bombs to find level 9.
Where was
Saver's at 9 already.
Yeah, okay, Saver's already at 9. Where does it show up? And ooh, no, it could very well still be shapes, and it could very well be first quest, but second quest is not on the table this evening.
I think it's gotta be shapes based on that other level we saw. And here, speaking of other level we saw, there's a level.
Wow, Death Mountain with all the levels.
All of the levels in one nice locale.
Well, that's what you want to see. You want to see everything all clumped together. And we are ladder blocked out of 1.
Are we ladder blocked?
Oh, did I say ladder blocked? I meant we're key blocked.
Yes, that is the proper term.
We're something blocked.
We're blocked out of level 1 by some sort of item that the runner currently does not have. Hi, Bull's voice. You could be blocking something.
They can't, this is 2. Well, I mean, they're...
Can that room be a drop? Oh, that's a key for Chessjerk. Let's see where he decides to spend it. And bear in mind, this is not the easiest choice in the world on which of these 2 doors you're going to spend it on. If you're going to spend it on one of these to begin with. He chooses north.
Oh, and chooses poorly.
I'm a little surprised he didn't opt to take a save after he got that key and just walk back down.
Yeah. And CrystalSaver here, gonna be feeding the Dodongo. Nope, you can't Kananaki without a shutter door.
Chessjerk buying some bombs. I wonder if he'll buy a key here.
Now, one thing you can do in that level 1 spot is I believe you should be able to bomb down.
Yes.
Yeah, you should be able to bomb down from that 2-door room.
You should actually be able to bomb down from both of those rooms. So it looks like Chessjerk is going to head back in.
Yeah. Now, if there'll be anything down there, hopefully there'll be more keys.
And Saver is our first runner on the board with a Triforce.
And Saver is going back into 2, trying to dig it out.
Seems like a reasonable play to make at this point. Chessjerk is going to bomb. Oh, there's the old man.
Yeah, there's an old man down there, so...
Of course the old man is there. Why wouldn't he be? His reward is... Oh, look at that. It's a locked door. But...
Go this way. Ooh.
Now, this is interesting. According to the logic, this room, whatever drops in this room, is blocked by either bow or wand. Because the game does not assume you're going to be able to constantly enter and exit a room to respawn the enemies and manipulate the spawns.
Now, as for what level Chessjerk is in, we are still... Oh yeah, we've come to the conclusion this is level 2.
And the one he was in previous was level 1. Based on the way the dungeon was laying itself out.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So now he's got bombs. Saver's got bombs. Everybody has bombs. Chessjerk finds a key. That's quite important. I wonder if he explores a little bit more of 2 saves and goes back to 1 with that key. Because now he knows he can get into the south wing of 1 with a key.
You know, there should be a workaround for that Landmola room.
There probably is. 2 is known as the dungeon with all of the bomb walls.
Yeah.
Because...
Yeah, Dungeon 2 was not constructed particularly, well. You know, Ganon skipped on the reinforcements. There's another bunny room.
And apparently the game is aware that it's Easter weekend.
Oh, and we've got bunny and we've got locked doors. You can use this key.
He's going to.
There's the old man.
No.
No, not an old man, just some bubbles.
Well, that couldn't be an old man just based on the fact that you had to be able to go north in that room.
Could have been a bait block.
Very possible. Or a leave life for buddy room. Because those are a thing that exist.
Yep, bugger rooms.
Chessjerk is going to clear this out. Yeah, it's nothing.
Yep.
Opting not to take the bubble, I like that. Here's the old man. And another locked door.
Yeah. So far...
He's gonna
yeah, so far we're having a situation where we're really key-starved.
I wonder if... Go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say, we've got the level 2, which is usually one of the key rich dungeons.
I almost wonder if Chessjerk doesn't go back into level 2, get that key back out, and take a save at that point.
I think Saver's going to attempt to do a 10 count here.
Well, he is down to 1 bomb, so it's really a good decision to make to try to just go ahead and force. Although I don't know what he can kill with a bomb besides like 2 rooms at this level.
Yeah, I think he kind of abandoned that. And then there's this room here. Awful, awful room. I guess he can force a 10 count out of these moblins.
I'm curious as to which runner's gonna go ahead and opt to buy a key first.
Ooh, look at that. That is some fancy pause strats right there. So he does manage to force the 10 count, and he managed to avoid getting hit. Now
folks, if you're watching at home, bear in mind that there are 23 items in the item pool. 9 of those are heart containers. So the odds of you finding a heart container in any given item check are not astronomically high, but they're quite a bit higher than they normally would be.
We still haven't seen either of those floor drops in this level. Those landmollas could be hiding something.
It could also be past the ladder block.
That's true.
Or in one of the 8 million Bull's Voice rooms in this dungeon. Chessjerk is about to find a level. I think he'll dig this, actually.
So did you see on Saber's side whether or not that was inverted?
I did not know.
Okay. But we know it wasn't slow bubble curse, so that's good news.
This dungeon that CJ is in feels like a 6.
It feels like a headache with those blue dark nuts roaming around.
Just go buy bombs and come back. You're good. I can totally see CJ doing that too.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. The blue octos are a briefy. And then this is a screen that exists. As CJ finds 9.
So many locked doors.
So Chessjerk opted to take the retry, which makes total sense, given he just used all of his bombs. He knows exactly where the levels are. He just needs to reopen them. Let's see what the Darknet HP looks like. Okay, the Reds do go down to 1 bomb.
That's good to hear. And that's our magic sword item.
Alright, let's go get another, anywhere from 4 to 8 heart containers, and we can pick up those bombs.
Not in this seed.
Maybe in this seed. We do have Dungeon Heart Shuffle. You generally tend to have about 2 to 3 more hearts more on average than you would in a non-Dungeon Heart seed.
Oh no, what I mean is that in this seed, they're probably not going to be so starved for money and bombs that they're going to, waste their time getting those magic bombs.
Famous last words. That's not level 9.
This is level
This feels
something.
like a 4.
This looks like level
this feels like a 4.
bunnies and locked doors. I think that's pretty much
Again?
how you can sum up the seed, yes.
The seed is apparently very aware that it's Easter weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is 4.
Now the randomizer knows. That's just how it is.
It's weird to be able to just kind of feel out what a dungeon is based on the first couple of rooms.
It means you've been playing this game for far too long.
Hey, minor details. Looks like CJ is going to go back to 4.
Well, if this is 4, then that means you should be able to bomb north.
Yes. Well, it looks like CJ is going to go a different direction.
Saver's not even going to bother trying to bomb upwards. Or maybe.
I would like to see the runners start digging dungeons a little bit more, just because they have a couple of them open and available to them, but have not seen any items yet.
There's a free key.
There's another key. Apparently level 4 is the level with keys. That's a magic boomerang.
And Chessjerk is picking up the wrong boomerang, although, considering this is swordless, it's probably not a bad idea.
Look, the correct boomerang is the first one you find.
Yeah. I'm not gonna give people grief over picking up the magic boomerang this time.
I mean, just in general, like, the first boomerang you find is going to be the correct boomerang to pick up. Let's see where CJ heads from here. I think he's gonna find this level.
Now that bunny room can't really be guarding anything. And look at that, we've got another ladder block, and it's the Triforce. So good news, your triple dip 9 is now out of the water.
No, hold on, it's not out of the water yet. Wand at 9 to get a wand blocked recorder, because Dig Dogger, I believe, can be a 9 in this flag set.
No, they can't.
So that you have to go whistle in the 9 to get your bow to get your silvers.
Wait, actually, double check. Is that actually true? No, I don't believe Dig Dogger 9 is a thing in this tournament.
Oh. Triple Dip 9 can still happen somehow. When there's a will, there's a way.
Or you're thinking more like wand is in... Well, no, hold on a second here. We can get recorder in 9. the wand could be recorder blocked, and the bow could be back in level 9, and that's Patra blocked.
And that's blocking the silver arrows in some other level. I like it. Let's go with that.
Well, the good news is that it isn't the freest of seed.
Did Saver just retry out of the 2 keys in 4?
Yeah.
Interesting choice.
Well,
I don't
that's good.
quite
He's
know.
keeping them safe for another. Continuing. I think he's trying to find that white sword item. That might be the key to this seed at this point.
I mean, maybe,
Oh, that's
but...
right. Our white sword item was that piece of garbage.
Well, I almost wonder with how much he's retrying. I guess he has the information, but at some point you're gonna need the keys to dig dungeons. I think I would have kept the 2 keys.
Possibly, but no, didn't he use them, or...?
I don't think he did, no. I think he still had at least 1 key coming out of level 4 before he retried.
What I want to know is, why did Saver retry and... Oh, okay, he decided to get the boomerang after all.
And it sounds like we're hearing from chat that he did use both of the keys and retried to get the keys back, so then that makes sense. Like, there's just... The retry strategies... Oh, that's a key purchase. That's actually not bad. Looks like he's gonna take it into level 1. Which, I don't disagree with a key purchase at almost any point in the scene.
As long as he takes the left or the path going down, and not the one going up that leads to the ladder block.
I think he takes the path going down. It's more potential rooms.
Yeah. Or not.
No, he's gonna go left.
And look at that, there's another key block.
But there is an open door.
Yep, and it's an open door that leads to death.
I mean... I'm kind of curious as to why he chose to go left and not down. Just based on sheer number of rooms.
He's probably just... Well, I think it probably doesn't really matter anyway, because... Probably to get the smaller number done quick.
That's fair. He could retry out and then just rebuy the key and go down.
He's gonna want to retry out. Gotta get into that room first, and... Ooh, Saver... Okay, so we know that it's a vanilla car container as one of our floor drops.
I think he retries out of it. That heart's not worth the key. At this point, the heart's not worth the key.
Yeah. Well, no, he's continuing. Is that what you wanted to do?
He's probably thinking about his options, debating if he wants to retry to get the key back, when's the last time he saved, so on and so forth.
Yeah. That's another thing you gotta consider, too, is if you don't save as much, then retrying will set you back a lot further. Now, Saver is going to bunch up these legs together. Better be careful, though, because if he gets trapped by one of them, he will have to up an A. Come on, pancakes. There we go.
So... This really is going to come down to which runner is able to take a resource off of the table as far as managing it first.
Oh, look, Oh, only manages to get one of those pancakes down. Or 2 of them, I should say.
Now, why do I say this is going to come down to which runner can take a resource off the table as far as management first? Because the resources have been so tight, we have an item.
Oh, there's Lord Banana.
That was absolutely worth 5 bombs. Totally worth 5 bombs.
Yeah. Also, yeah, Fred.
Hey, come on, it was in the stair, it wasn't on the ground.
Okay, so it was Fred Vanilla.
It's French vanilla.
French Fred Vanilla.
French fried vanilla. I wasn't aware that that was a terminology used. Saver could try to Kananaki this.
Wait, isn't there a bunny in the room?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, depending on how the spawns are able to be manipulated, again, that won't be in logic, but if he's able to get down to where it's the Tektite or the Moblin left, he could kill that with a bomb or a candle and be able to Kananaki through that door.
Yeah, that is a possibility.
So now both runners are in a little bit of a pickle. They have limited money, limited keys, limited caves left they can check. They're really starting to run out of options as we find our large secret is 82.
So that's not too terribly good.
That will cover one key purchase, but that may be the only large secret in the seed.
And we still don't know if arrows or the bait are going to be required. We also didn't get a chance to see what our coast item is because Saber took a hit.
Saber's
Now
gonna
Saber's been trying. I think that's what it was. I think Saber was waiting to see, you know, if he dies or not, and then he's gonna just restart.
So, I understand the strategy of getting all of the information, but at some point you have to commit to something. And that's the one thing that I think is going to tell the tale of the seed is, what does each runner decide to commit to?
Well, I think that's part of what it is the information gathering is... If I would think that if what Saber is doing is, you know, getting all this information, making sure to keep the resources. Okay, there was a dungeon underneath that spot after all. Hi, Gleok.
This feels like it's going to be a first quest 5. Nope, never mind. Let's see. This could be our other shape.
Huh. There's the Triforce. Saver is going to pick that up and figure out which one it is.
Survey says it is 7. So that means it will be a shape.
Here's some dark nuts.
That can be a stair.
Hey, there's our bait block.
Not going to be
like...
required.
Oh, but there's a ladder block. Ooh. Okay, I think it pretty much confirms the ladder is here in this level somewhere.
Well, hold on. We find a level on the coast, and that looks like a 5.
Well,
That's a free stair.
But of course, it's just the transport.
That does not surprise me at all. But this is a level 5, which generally is a little bit shorter. So CJ may have some good luck here. It also tends to have a lot of keys. So I think this is a good dungeon for CJ to dig right now.
I dig Dogger.
Hi, Bombs.
Hi, Bombs. That might be the white sword in disguise.
It's very possible. It's hard to confirm.
We have not seen a lot of floor drops. Oh, look, car container on the coast.
Raise your hand if you're surprised. I like this strat from Saber.
Yep.
See, high ladder block. At least the door was free.
Oh, wow, they take it. But he does force a bomb drop.
And he gets a stair, and it is...
the flute.
So that's an interesting pickup. Because that is more caves that he can go into. Also, high mugger room. Ooh. That's a decent mugger room.
That's great. Oh,
Perfect! Now this can be a drop room, and because of that boomerang, CJ will be able to clear this out without having to spend the key, which is really nice.
yeah. There's a key, so...
Probably really happy. He's probably quite happy to see that.
He might have, except that he just realized that he could have Kanana keyed.
But he's already seen the other side of that room, so he doesn't
okay.
need to.
Yeah. And this triple bar room is not going to really hold any... Well, can't anyway, because it's got the...
Oh, look at that Fire HP.
Wow.
That is huge knowledge to have.
They might... Maybe they rolled 0 HP.
They might have. But I like the choice to go ahead and just do it with a candle. You know it works. That's a big break.
Especially since fires are in the bomb dropping group, as we just witnessed. And nope, there's not going to be anything in that room, because if 7 through 9 are shapes, then... Ooh! Chessjerk getting dragged back to start. So yeah, since 7
This is
through
not
9
100%. So...
You know, you just gave me a really, really nasty idea to tell Fred.
Replace Ganon with a giant Wallmaster?
Well, I was
Ganon hugs
thinking
returning
more
to
like...
the start of 9?
I was thinking maybe Wallmasters drag you to a random spot in the dungeon. Well, not random, but, you know, like, set spot in the dungeon.
Oh, that's mean, game. You put the bomb upgrade behind a door repair. Or not a door repair, a forced hole room. That's... Well, it may not be forced. You might be able to get into it from the other side if you have keys. This is certainly a room that exists.
Now, speaking of rooms that exist, well, here's a dig dogger.
Now, Saver will be able to clear this out, so let's see what's in here.
Did you hear a tune?
I did not, but we're hearing from chat it is Kid Icarus.
Okay.
So what's behind door number 1? Another dig dogger!
Also, this is definitely level 5.
Oh, that is a nasty, nasty room to have to come in from that side. Chessjerk is now going to see this dig dogger and probably just nope on out of it because he doesn't have the recorder. Also going to see the Wallmaster room. There you go. That's how you do it. You stun them all. So both of these runners are in this level. Neither one is going to be able to afford the bomb upgrade by the time they get to it. Unless Saver decides to come down from the top. He could do that.
Hey, would you look at that? Chessjerk has 4 keys.
He's probably quite relieved to see that with how many keys he's spent in one already to get not much out of it.
Oh, here we go.
I could see him going back there, too.
Okay, so that definitely means that the ladder isn't 5.
Totally, totally. Let's see where CJ decides to go from here, though. Because that may tell a very interesting tale as to how this key situation plays out. He's explored most of it. We know that neither of the dig dogger rooms have an item at the moment, so that's good news. This bomb wall to the south absolutely has to open. Look, a ladder blocked key. Here's... Oh.
Oh no.
That's a reverse C.
That is a reverse C.
That is a difficult reverse C. You need a lot of bombs for that.
Did we check and see how much, how many bombs it takes to take down a Dark Nut?
I don't think either runner's checked yet. CJ gonna spend his last bomb. It is more than one. Oh!
Well,
I mean,
normally it's more than one. It's, I think, at least 2 vanilla.
It is 2 in vanilla. It can be anywhere from 1 to 3 because of the ±4.
Yeah.
And fires are not 0 HP.
Yeah, they can be stunned, so they've only got 1 HP.
That's still good information to have, though, because Saber doesn't know that yet. Saber's probably gonna bomb these guys. Let's see, it looks like Chessjerk did grab the key, though, so he won't have to worry about getting that again. He just has to go into the door. That's a Triforce. So that tells us a couple things. The item is... Both items are probably blocked behind Dark Nuts.
Has this room on Saber's side been checked?
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks like we're getting indication that Saber had a count going, so that makes a lot of sense. So we're 45-ish minutes in. As far as the item recap goes, Blue Boomerang was White Sword. Armor System item was Power Bracelet. Ladder Heart is Coast. Ladder Heart is Coast, and it's also a heart. Level 1 had a Floor Heart. And that's it.
Yep.
Also, a bunch of keys existed.
And some level had the recorder.
I think that's 7.
7 had the recorder.
Saber probably cursing the toll room now. Hey, it's a letter. Looks like Saber's trying to set another count up. What levels are we missing?
You know, I'm not entirely sure because, remember, we don't have level numbers.
3. We're missing 3.
We're missing 3.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that level right next to 9 is 6, and the one that's near 7 is 8, because it was a shape. So I think it's just 3 that we're missing right now.
It's probably most likely, recorder blocked.
You know what I'd like to see CJ do?
What would that be?
Go back to 1 with his 4 keys.
That might not be a bad idea. You've still got 1 item on the floor left. We know what our cellar item is.
CJ does not know that, though.
That's true.
But he also hasn't found level 7 yet, so he may still be looking for the rest of his dungeons, which is also a very valid thing to do at this point. He might be eyeing an arrow purchase as well. Inside is a, money.
You've still only seen that 1 large secret.
And I've not been keeping track of the... Oh, there's level 3. This is a good find.
This could be a item right here. No, can't be. It's a shutter door.
But that's a bow.
That is a bow.
That is actually a permanent weapon. I think CJ at this point grabs that bow and immediately goes and buys arrows. Well,
You know, I just realized what's really funny. The position of this dungeon is level 4 second quest, which is the letter D. So, and we just found the D.
you know, actually, I think CJ holds off on buying arrows. I think he'll buy them very soon, but it's given that given where he is, he doesn't have free access back to the Lost Hills arrow shop. So I think he buys arrows at his next convenience opportunity.
Here's the map.
So that's a big find for CJ. Now, Saver looks to be clearing out this room of Darknut, so we'll see what he finds in here. CJ's gonna skip the Dig Dogger, doesn't need to kill it. And nothing.
Not what you want to find.
Saber setting up another count. And to answer the question in chat, yes, this is a best 2 out of 3. CJ gonna take the up A and go a little bit further north now. I think he's gonna avoid spending his keys if at all possible, just because of how open 3 tends to be. Saber's gonna go ahead and clear out this Darknut room now, as Chessjerk finds another Darknut room, but thankfully he does not need to clear it under any circumstances.
Right. There's the Triforce. And
There's a ladder block.
Ooh.
Man,
Well, we still
this has
didn't
not
find-
been... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, we still haven't found our floor item yet, have we?
No, we're missing the stair item.
Well, we're missing the stair item.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right, the floor item was the bow.
Yes. Although I think CJ is also looking for some bombs. Like those.
Commentator's blessing.
Hi, Zelda's room.
Oh. Could the item actually be ladder blocked?
It's very possible that it's ladder blocked.
But you know something though, we still haven't found our items in level 2, and now CJ does have access to, you know, bunny slaying utilities.
Which is very important. He might actually buy arrows and go right back to 2, knowing that he can kill the bunnies now.
Yeah.
He could also fully clear out that room in 1. That bow is quite a bit more significant than it may have. Oh, but there's a ladder.
Didn't I say step ladder in 5? No,
Yes.
I said...
But it was a quarter blocked. So you had to go into level 7, pull the quarter out of there to get your ladder, which is in level 5, which is needed for the Triforce in level 4.
And who knows what else in 4 is that it's required for.
For all we know, a wand is in there. So this is interesting. And what makes this so interesting is Saver right now has the item advantage in terms of being able to complete the seed. But CJ has the advantage in terms of the combat. I don't think, to answer the question of when CJ goes back to 5, I don't think he goes back until he has Recorder, just because he's already seen 2 Dig Dogger blocks. It doesn't make sense to go redig 5 when you're Dig Dogger blocked relatively heavily. We know he has to go back before he can finish 4. And he will know that the ladder can't be a 9. The randomizer has So, because we're running with the swordless flag, the Ganon is now vulnerable to the wand, which makes the wand a required item. CJ has realized that his item is in level 3 is ladder blocked and is going to opt to leave. Saver is still looking for the floor drop item in 1. Or
5.
whatever level he's in. I just assume if he's not a 9, he's in one of the random levels.
Well, if he's not a 9, he's in something. Let's just hope Deep Trouble is not one of them.
Yes, there is the item in 3 that is not ladder block, that is the bow. We don't know what the other item is. Now that could be our floor drop in 5 as the white sword.
Our floor drop in 5 was the ladder.
Stair item. Right.
Stair item.
I'm kind of dumb right now. Sorry.
It's okay.
It's late.
Yeah.
So CJ, it looks like he is heading for Death Mountain and buying those arrows and probably going to go right back to 2.
So now, here's a question. What are you hoping for the most? A situation where that Darknet room is required, or something less nasty?
I'm actually kind of hoping for a wand behind a bunch of bunnies in 2. And the silvers are behind Wizrobes. Now the Triple Dip 9 is officially dead.
Yes.
But the specific reason I want the wand to be here isn't for any reason other than I want to see how the exploration difference versus the combat difference plays out in full.
Fair enough.
The reason I want to see that, White Sword item was Bloomerang. The reason I want to see that so much is I'm already a fan of the fact that they've diverged quite a bit in this seed.
Silver arrows.
Oh my
right
goodness.
here.
So, logically speaking, that is wand or bow blocked.
Yes.
Which means getting that bow out of 3 is actually huge for CJ. So now he just needs a wand, and if it's in here... Nope. Very well done on that room, too. Killer bunnies. That's the other nice thing about Pole's voice is you can kill them and you will very often get money back.
Yeah.
Okay, heart is the other item in 2.
Yeah, the Pole's voice are the only enemies that are coded in order to actually allow the arrows to shoot through them.
CJ gonna go back up his Triforce, and we'll see where he goes from there. Saver building up a count in the stair. He's probably gonna go do that blue Darknet room.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big gamble for Saber.
That is quite a lot of bombs. And the thing is, he has to not get hit while doing that room. So we're even on Triforces at an hour-ish, give or take in.
Saber, stop playing with your mouse.
And the man can do what he wants.
I mean, I'm not telling him to stop doing that from a technical standpoint. I'm just saying stop it. Actually, no, I think he just realized it was there and just got rid of it.
looks like CJ is going to do the wrap. Let's see where he goes from here now with his newfound weaponry. As Saver is entering the blue Darknet Room of Death. I actually kind of want to see a utility item like Magic Key or Red Ring here.
Yeah. That would Magic Key would probably be the best of the two. So
I don't know, we haven't seen Wish Ropes yet.
Oh, okay, that was a bomb drop.
Yes, Saber did force the bomb in this room.
Yeah, and it looks like these Dark Nuts are 2 bombs.
So about standard, which is...
That's what you want to see.
Statistically, they have about a 50% chance of being 2 bombs anyway.
And, ooh, there we go. So this has got to be your item room. It is the Magic Key. Oh, there we go.
Burn the witch!
Oh no, I said I was hoping it would be the Magic Key. I didn't call the Magic Key.
In any case, CJ's gonna not clear that room out. He still knows he's looking for a floor drop though, but he's gonna probably manipulate it to give it the lifelike if he can. And does so, and gets a key for his efforts. Now, the Magic Key is very good in terms of conserving your resources. However, looking at Chessjerk's key count, he may well be fine without it.
That is true.
But we don't know how 7, 8, and 9 are going to treat us just yet, especially 9.
Well, no, yeah, well, considering 9 is going to be our first quest, level 9, there's the second item out of...
Not necessarily. Level 9 could very well be a shape... Level 9 is probably going to be a Shapes 9.
Level 1 is going to be a Shapes 9, but it's still going to inherit a lot of its level, or first quest properties.
Yes.
So you're still going to have a lot of those transport staircases, probably going to be a lot of key blocks.
Saver's now going to opt to buy the bomb upgrade this time.
We're going to see how much.
Plus
13.
5.
That is decent.
I believe Chessjerk forgot he saw the heart in the other room and won. Unless he thinks this is 8. He might have just forgotten that he's seen the heart already.
Yeah.
He'll be reminded very quickly, which is fine. Back half is shapes. Also note that at the moment, the only recorder block we have is for the ladder. And depending on how... Well, actually, no, CJ can't gamble on 9 because of the Triforce support being ladder blocked. I think CJ's forgotten he's seen the third item in 1. Look at the money counts on these players, though. Really not much to talk about.
That is true, and that is relatively disturbing for chess. You know, with holding the best item in the game, or one of the best items in the game, not being able to use it. Now, if I recall, this particular level was, I think we saw a Gleeok block.
There was a Gleeok block, but there was also a locked door here.
That's true. This is probably the way further through into the dungeon. Yep, there we go. A rare, staircase from here. Just a
I mean, It's more health.
Yes. Yeah.
And there may be a bomb wall that has yet to be found as
Yeah.
well.
Now we are
So I would
on
not-
the elite. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say we are on the Elite 8 flag, so there won't be so that corridor staircase is one of the rare exceptions to the rule, which is that most of those free staircase rooms will be will instead be replaced by push block rooms.
CJ may just look for a magic bomb wall here for a little bit. Now, if Saver does find level 3, CJ's advantage is not entirely gotten rid of, but it is diminished a little bit. And here's why I say it's not entirely gotten rid of. Saver can't afford arrows.
That's true.
And it was because of those arrows that CJ was able to pull the silver arrows out of 2.
No, I don't know. It could be possible to manipulate the spawn.
I'm pretty sure that was nothing but Keys in that room that had the silvers. Or nothing but Pole's voice. Although I may have been wrong. Oh, look at that. It is not a wand block.
For now.
Another Gleeok. Okay. Thanks, game. And a key.
That is looking like level 6, and it is looking like a wand block.
That is, I would agree on the wand block, but that is not level 6.
No.
That is most definitely not level 6. Just based on the shape of it, combined with the fact that my gut is telling me level 6 is, again, the one right next to level 9, which neither runner has been back to yet.
Yeah, it's a good question. Why they would... Well... Must have been something in that particular level that was scaring them off.
I mean, there was a, many blue dark nuts block.
Yeah, that would do well to scare them off.
Yeah, I think so. CJ about to find 7. This could be really big.
And more importantly, CrystalSaver is about to discover 3. We'll probably hopefully find that bow, and we'll be able to find what see that second item because of the, the ladder.
Well, the thing is, CJ hasn't seen either item out of 5 yet, and he knows he's gonna need a ladder for level 4.
Saver's
There's
still not
really-
realizing, oh wow, gets the triple fairy. Yes.
Like, just looking at it objectively, CJ does not have a reason to not think this 7 right now. Saver gets his bow, can almost afford arrows. But also look at it this way, you're Saver. You've got a bow, you've got a ladder, you've got a recorder. You've got knowledge of every dungeon location. And the only thing you're missing is potentially a wand for level 8. How much do you gamble on 9 having silvers? How much do you gamble on 9 having 1? How much do you gamble on 9 having both? How
Let's see
much?
if Saver goes back into 3 here.
Yeah, that... I think he will,
Well, Saver's
just because of how small it is. Yeah, I mean, 3 is a small dungeon.
He is not.
Well, hold on. He may just be checking these 2 caves. That's a very valid thing that he could be doing, and this looks like a stair for Chessjerk. It's the recorder.
Check up here. Yeah, you know what? It makes sense to check these locations out, because if you're going to do a save and quit, you don't know when you're going to be back in the area, so you might as well finish the whole area. They're going to get the potion, and it's going to save.
So he's not going to go back into 3.
Not right now. He's thinking about Put out the bombs.
Probably trying to remember where an arrow shop is so he can buy those arrows. And he has the money.
There's the arrows.
So now I would put the lead back into Saver's ball court through that ladder and that magic key. However, it is still quite a close race, and it's not a situation where one runner has run away with it, because Chessjerk does still have the silvers. We can't ignore that.
Yeah. Now Saver is within, Silver Arrow's obtaining territory. The only thing is, though, is that if level 3 has the wand, then Chessjerk has that knowledge that there is a ladder block. And while Saver has the means to circumvent the ladder block, he does not know that that item in 3 is ladder blocked. So he's probably going to try and go for 9 first and then go check the other levels as well.
And of course, the big question is, what's in level 6 and what's in level 4? Because we've seen very little of both of those dungeons. I think CJ is going to save out with his recorder.
This is, this was level 4, wasn't it? There you go.
To answer the question in the chat, the main thing that makes shapes worse than Vanilla First Quest 9 is the possibility of a segmented 9, which adds an extra set of stairs. Yeah, both runners in 4.
This might be our item room here in 4. No, it's not.
Dun dun dun! Now, CJ is going to clear this dungeon out a wee bit faster than Saver just from the power of the silver arrows versus the regular ones. But it's not really that much of a difference. And a lot of bomb walls.
Nope, just some money in this part. So the item is going to retry. Is he going to retry? He's going to continue.
He was debating it. He was debating the retry.
Now where is he going? Yeah, now he's remembering you gotta go up here. Well, you know what? I think he was hoping to not use his bomb.
I think CJ's going to spend a little bit of quality time on these blue moblins. Well, let's see. Opens this door.
You know... Triforce is up here. Is he gonna try and sneak past it? Nope.
CJ's gonna need to go get some bombs to open that door to the north. He may try to get it off of the blue moblins, which makes sense.
Yeah, it's probably easier.
So as of right now, Saver does have the lead through the ladder that CJ has not gone back to get. However, CJ is not going to have to gamble on Wand or Silvers in 9. Saver may make that gamble. And that could also be a huge difference between these two runners is what's where. Neither runner has bombs right now.
Yeah, that can be a bit of a problem. This is probably your tea room. Remote tea room. Yep. Seems to always end up in, well... Funny if it always seems to end up in that one spot that's just above where it normally is. Ooh, nope. And here is, nope, unfortunately it has that, ooh, get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. There we go. And here,
Well, at least he knows that won't be the stair.
This could be our item room. Probably the raft.
It's not anything.
Oh.
CJ gets his bombs.
Hi, Manhandler. Oh, here we go. This is our item room.
Wow. There's a wand on the ground.
Wow.
Saver's not even gonna check.
You know, it would be really funny if the red ring was actually under that.
The fact that Saver
Actually,
did not check that means, as from what I'm seeing, he's gonna gamble on silvers at 9.
Well, I just realized, not just that, though, there can't be anything under there. If we're working on only first quest logic.
That has to be a stair, though.
It can't be a stair.
It has to be. A single
Why?
block room does not normally contain a drop.
Yeah, well, if a single block room does not contain a drop, then...
The wand is not ladder blocked because of this door here. Wait, is it ladder blocked?
Yeah, you know what? I think so, because of that tea room.
So, here's the thing. That is absolutely a stair room. Because when you remove open stairs, what happens is all the open stairs, if it was something like the diamond stair in 9, or the spiral stair in 8, those drops will move into the room, but there will still be a stair in that room. Single block rooms normally never contain drops.
Yes.
So that absolutely has to be a stair, which the fact that Saver didn't even go into that stair tells me that he's going to gamble on silvers at 9.
Yeah. First, he's got to find a Triforce out of 6 and 8, and it looks like even still the Triforce out of 1, so...
Now, CJ's got it... yes, but CJ's got to get back to 5 at this point.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's going to until after 6. I don't think he's going to until he has to. Because of that blue Darknut room. He's not going to go back until he has to.
Which is funny because that blue Darknut room was not required. Though it did have something nice in it.
But would you be willing to take that chance that you clear out that entire blue Darknut room? Oh, CJ's going to go into 6. We know there's nothing required in here.
Well, it could still be a red ring. It's about the only
helpful,
thing.
yes.
Yeah, that's the only helpful item. Not required by a long shot, but I don't think we got very far because of the. Well, yeah, you're absolutely right. There's 6, and Saver finding another heart container. And oh no, it looks like we got an instant ladder block. So
does CJ bomb these Darknuts out, or does he just say, nah, I gotta go somewhere else, and then go to 5? Because at this point, 5 and 6 are literally the only 2 options he has. Yes, there will be excess hearts available in the item pool. So the runners could potentially get up to 18 total hearts, although they can only carry 16 at a time.
That's where, to be honest with you, if you started with 4 heart containers, or 4 or 5 heart containers in this particular case, one of the things you would have loved to have seen with the Mugger Room is seeing a leave your life, because that would have actually let you use up a life, because you would have been able to find more.
It looks like CJ's gonna farm for some bombs. Looks like he wants the 6. But again, once he's done with 6, he's gonna be stuck with the realization that it has to be 5. Although he may be going there now.
He's gonna use the potion. almost there. Don't get hit, don't get hit.
Again, if 9 is particularly trolly and Saver is doing what I believe he's doing in hard gambling on silvers and 9, that could give CJ enough time to make the catch-up he needs to do.
True, but at the same time, once Saver finds the items in 9 are not what he's looking for, he's probably going to go back to level 2.
You've also got to remember it's 9.
Yeah, it's 9. It's going to take a while.
And also consider he knows where the stair is in 4. He knows where the stair has to be in 4.
On the other hand, though, Now, the other problem is here, though, is that he's probably going to be checking in level 8 as well as he goes.
Yes.
Yep. Oh, no. There's, Ugly Wizrobe.
I was wondering... I forgot they existed in the seed for a second.
Well, they didn't forget they existed.
I would hope not.
Let's just hope they're not hiding anything in their rooms.
Chessjerk is going to 5.
Okay, here we go. This is the play Chess needs to make.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to go for the... I would hope he goes for the Dig Doggers first, because if he... He doesn't realize it, but if he gets that Dig Dogger and goes back to 4 and decides to look for the item in 4, which I think he will... I think he'll dig the item out of 4 just because he doesn't have much left of it to check, and it's faster than checking 9. By a long shot. It looks like he's going to try for the Blue Darknet room first. And to answer the question in chat, silvers were in 2 behind many Pole's voice.
You know what? I wonder if Pole's voice was named because maybe they held like a little bit of a contest, or they had a poll, and then they said, "Okay, we want you to what kind of an enemy are you going to put in Zelda?" So then, of course, you know, the voice of the poll turned out they wanted bunnies.
Could be that. Could be the fact that they are killable with the Famicom mic if you are running on the actual Famicom itself.
Yeah.
So the question is, CJ, we assume he's going to run out of bombs here because he doesn't have a count, and unless he gets really lucky with these darkness, he manages to get all 4 of them. It's just a question of does he have enough bombs? He's going to opt to retry.
There's the red candle. Saver picking the red candle up. At this point, I guess it doesn't really matter.
So, with that, the question is, when does CJ decide to kill the Dig Doggers? Because he does have the recorder. I'm kind of surprised he's doing the Darknets before the Dig Doggers, but on the other hand, he knows the Darknet room is a stair room.
See that? We just walked through a wall.
Yes. Second quest doors are on.
Oh, they are?
That is a flag that is available, yes.
Oh.
So that is something to keep in mind, but they will only show up in second quest dungeons and Shapes dungeons. They cannot be in first quest dungeons.
Yeah, that is a good point.
Looks like CJ is going to go ahead and get the health restore. Has CJ forgotten he picked up the recorder?
Hey look, Stelfos. We haven't seen them yet this seed.
Oh yeah, they're an enemy that exists.
Yep. Here's the map.
CJ's mulling
And
over
for the
his...
first time, everybody named that ink blot.
That is a surprisingly linear 8.
Okay, on the left, it looks like a key. But it
Yes.
looks like there's this weird thing coming out of the key.
It's like a key that hasn't been fully separated from the sheet metal it was printed from yet. CJ is headed back to 5.
Please excuse me for a moment.
So with CJ back in 5, he's probably going to go right back to the Darknet room, which I don't... Again, he knows it's a stair. He knows the stairs there. I would hope he hasn't forgotten he has the recorder. Where's this Triforce in 8? That's the real question right now. Where is the Triforce in 8? Maybe in this room.
Sorry about that, I had to deal with cat percent again.
CJ is currently doing Darknet percent. And the Darknets are just not cooperating at all. Saver taking a death to Wizrobes.
Each. Wow. Look at that. You start all the way over on the right.
Welcome to Elite 8.
Well, it's a good thing we've already finished level 7, because otherwise, oh boy.
CJ's got to be a little careful here. He needs to get at least one more multi-hit, if not 2. Like that. Still needs some more multi-hits, though. Oh!
That's not multi-hit. Oh.
Again, I'm kind of surprised he's not opting to try the Dig Doggers first at this point, now that he's been through that room twice.
You know, I kind of have a bit of a theory here. And this might actually factor in to a player's psychology. We've seen some seeds where we've seen like ugly seeds where, you know, the dark nuts, you know, they rolled up, you gotta get through the bomb, you know, use all the bombs to get through to find something such as the wand, right? But here's the thing, that's only sometimes. If you've seen a lot of seeds where things go horribly wrong, you may actually try that. You might make that gamble in your seed, and that might actually turn out to be detrimental.
Well, there is also the fact that because there's a number of dark nuts scattered throughout the dungeon, it is, again, a stair that he knows is there. He knows there's an item in that room.
Yeah.
Saver picks up the Triforce in level 8.
For our sakes, let's hope that he doesn't go back in. At this point, though, he's probably going to try banking on level 9 before going back into 8.
Yeah, there's no reason he goes back into 8 right now. Especially with how far that one stair was. Or that one room was. There's no reason to go back there at this point.
You know, I have a feeling, too, that Saver might also dig 2 before going right into level 9, because eventually he's going to want to up an A, right? And
yeah, it's the fastest way to get to 9.
And when you save, you're going to be back in the vicinity of level 2. So it's going to be an easy check to just go through 2 before you go into level 9.
But then why would you not check the stair in 4 when the wand is on the ground? If you're going to check 2, why would you not check the stair in 4 that you know existed because the wand was on the ground in the single block room?
It's possible. I mean, we're talking Saver here, so he should know about that. Well, I mean, I was confused about that mechanic until you reminded me.
Again, I think he's gonna hard gamble on 9 at this point, because
well, that's what he's known for, is gambling on 9. So,
and again, he also hasn't seen a single item in 2. He's got to clear out that entire dungeon.
Yeah.
Versus, you gotta go to 9 anyway. You might as well check 9. Chessjerk does get the forced bomb. That's going to help him out significantly in this Darknet room.
Yeah.
Looks like he is going to get it this time.
He is gonna be disappointed. Well, he's gonna be disappointed by what he finds.
Maybe.
I think he will be disappointed.
I don't know. Again, he's not gonna say no to it, but it's definitely not the ladder he was looking for.
Sorry, I will be back one more time, okay?
I'm just gonna go check this north portion of one that we have not seen yet. So now it's a question of when does CJ go back for those dig doggers. Looks like he's gonna check these dark nuts first. Saver gets the map at 1. That appears to be all that was in that upper section. CJ runs out of bombs, but gets a lucky drop right off of that fire, so he's going to go right back to the dark nuts. Again, he does have the recorder, so he can kill the dig doggers once he gets back there.
Okay.
It's a bomb for his efforts. Saber finds the floor hardened 1.
Oh dear lord, I can hear that cat all the way from the bathroom.
Chessjerk finds a key in 5. Let's see where he goes from here. Keep exploring. Good, good.
Yeah, Jess is on the right track.
Yep. So, again, Saver currently has the Triforce lead. He has the lead from the ladder, but he does not have the silvers. And it's a question of, is he going to dig 2 or just hard gamble on 9?
Yep.
CJ is heading in the correct direction of the dig dogger.
So with that, I guess the only Triforce left for Saver to get is 6, and that is closer to 9.
Yep.
But it looks like he's gonna go back into 2 first. There we go.
And this
is how Saver wins races.
Then I still am baffled by his decision not to check the stair level for that.
Well, maybe he's got the same gut instinct that leads me to keep predicting when the items will show up.
But there's literally no reason not to check it.
Well, there is, but it doesn't operate on logic. It's a gut feeling.
I don't know, it still just does not register in my brain as a thing that you would do.
Hell, you don't have Saver's
Unless
brain.
it was like a 3-Dodonga room, that's the only reason I could think of to not check it.
Yeah, the silver arrows were in this room here, so it wasn't the Bunny Palooza you remembered it to be. It was a little bit more of a mixed room. So it could have very well been possible to despawn that bunny. But in the end, yeah, Saver is officially in, well, he just needs the Drag Force out of 6, and he'll be in go mode.
And Chessjerk did pick up his ladder, so he is not going to be that far behind.
Well, he's got 3 left to go, and he's got to dig level 4, too.
Yeah, but
I mean,
4 is relatively small compared to the rest. And if he digs 4, he gets his wand, and then he's go mode. He's going back to 1.
I don't know if he's gonna check that second push block in the wand room.
I think he's forgotten he's seen all the items in 1.
Yeah. Maybe he wants to check up what's here.
Algernon in chat is asking what stage of the tourney is this? We are in the Elite 8 portion of the tournament. And Chessjerk about to find his map and realize he's already gotten all the items.
Check this. Nope, no staircase. Could have something.
I mean, Saber's just looking for a triangle at this point. As Chessjerk is headed into 4. Now, Chessjerk's 8 will be significantly faster than Saber's because he's not looking for items. If he decides to go check the north portion early and gets the,
Oh, hey, look, a Gleeok and a Gleeok room.
Yay. If he decides to go clear both Gleeoks early, that will actually help him out significantly, as that will make his 8 much shorter than Saber's was. Looks like we have a magic staircase in 6 situation.
Nope, it's probably not gonna push. No, Chess does get that Triforce out of 4, and, oh shoot.
So let's see if Chess goes back in. I imagine he will.
Oh, okay, there we are. I'm surprised that, I guess if Elite Flags, yeah, in the Elite 8 flags, the, second quest rooms are turned on, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I know that from the, bracket flags, usually you only get, second quest, rooms and first quest dungeons when you have second quest dungeons in the other half.
Precisely, but here, shapes can add in second quest rooms, which is where they can get into first quest
Okay, I
dungeons.
see. So the shapes is adding it. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm not quite sure of.
Now, people are probably going to jump on me for saying, why doesn't Chessjerk check the stair here in 4 if he does not check it? The answer is, he's got everything he needs by the time he gets this wand. So he does not have a reason to.
You may check it. Oh, that's why it was, Landmola's.
But the wand, they're not that bad.
I would still check it. You never know. There could be a... Well, he's gonna check this one. You gonna check it, or he's gonna go... Nope, he's gonna exit out. So he's... Whatever's in there, he's interested.
Yeah, but that's why that one particular skip just rubs me the wrong way, because it just, to me, it doesn't make any logical sense to skip it. You know it's there. You know it's a stair. Saver's a 9.
Yeah. Yeah, so right now, Saver is looking for Ganon.
As we explore the beauty that is the shape's 9, it's Swiss cheese. Oh, hi, Ropes. I forgot you existed.
Okay, this could be something. It is something. Oh, no, there, never mind.
It is a door that opens, is what it is.
It is a door that opens. Spoke a little too soon. We're looking for a door that doesn't open. It's gotta be a single shutter door. Good news, everybody!
See, Farnsworth has decided to join us for this seed.
Maybe it's one of those take the left fork type scenarios.
Could very well be. Remember that walk-through walls are also on, like that.
Yeah. It's a good thing I'm not playing these flags because I would totally forget that.
Looks like CJ is going to take the same path through 8 that Saver did, which means he will get the lighter compass.
Saver gonna take this transport, see where it pops him out, all the way over at the very corner. Oh, we might have a, Oh, there we go. That's rude.
Yeah, it's not so
That's a
bad.
segment.
Chessjerk clearing out the Triforce room now in 8, that's going to help him significantly. And he's going to pop a potion. Definitely makes sense. Chessjerk gonna go into 6, get his Triforce. This could still be anyone's race. That massive time save that CJ took in 8 is helping him out tremendously right now.
Wall does open, that's good to hear.
But at some point you have to find a wall that opens, elsewise you just are in a scene where it's like, hey, you can't do a thing.
Yeah, so let's see if this door opens. Well, I guess we're not going to see that just yet.
Hi, Patra.
Try and kill the Patra. Nope, sneak on past.
CJ picks up the heart in 6. Gonna opt to skip the blue Dark Knight room. In case you guys weren't aware, the Terror does indeed flap in the night.
Good old Darkwing Duck.
Saber's gonna opt to take the Patra out.
Saver gonna use that potion. Yeah, Saver would probably do well to disperse of this Patra because, you know, it's very possible that Ganon could be hiding in a room beyond. It's also possible this is Zelda's room, too. Or should I
Knock
say...
out 3 birds with 1 stone? Let's see.
It is.
There's Zelda.
Well, it's Link.
Oh, nope, never mind.
Oh, tricky game.
The push block.
This game knows.
It's like when you clear a room out 9. Sorry about that. You clear a room out 9. You get a clock partway through, you clear all the enemies, the door doesn't open, you think it's Zelda, and there's a wall master.
Yeah. Oh, the game always knows. Oh, here's Ganon, and it's an emote room.
It's a good thing you have the ladder.
Very good. Oh, wouldn't it be something if... Well, I guess it wouldn't matter in this particular scene, but imagine if the kidnap was ladder blocked after all.
I mean, it's certainly possible.
Well, I mean, it's a moot point at this point, considering what, what we had in 4, but... Saver takes down the pig. We got bacon. Extra crispy, as it should.
Let's see. Okay, the door remains closed, so Zelda's not there.
Yeah, now we're looking for a door that opens automatically.
And it will be only one shutter in the room. Compass would be great to see.
Ooh, wow, a lot of bubbles in this room here. Ooh, getting hit.
You will be taking the bubble bop.
I don't know if we've confirmed whether it's inverted controls or not.
I think we have at this point. Based on the way the runners react when they get hit.
Yeah.
CJ has gotten his final Triforce piece.
Okay, that's an interesting pattern on the mini-map.
CJ is now heading into level 9. If he can get knowledge as to where Zelda is, that may be enough to swing the momentum back in his direction.
Possibly, but...
Not saying it's going to be easy, but it's certainly not impossible for CJ to catch up at this point.
Well, I mean, nothing's impossible.
Right, it's just... There are some times in races where one runners run away with it. This is not... Oh, Saver gets a compass. And Zelda's just south.
Yeah.
Can Saver go south from here? Yes!
Yep. And there we have it. CrystalSaver has finished in first place with a time of 1 hour, 46 minutes, and 44 seconds.
Right as CJ is getting into 9. Which, to be fair, that 9 actually wasn't awful.
No, it wasn't. It was pretty good.
We'll see if Saver wants to join us here in just a second, as CJ is navigating his way through Camp 9. CJ clearing out this wizard room. Thankfully, the wizards go down to 1 bomb.
Yeah. The Wizrobes have relatively behaved themselves this seed. Even the Dark Nuts, too, you know. A vanilla, if it takes only 2 bombs to take down a blue Dark Nut, that's still fairly good.
Yeah.
It's when I think the Dark Knight had probably between had 5 or 6 hit points.
Which one? The blues or the reds?
The blues, yeah.
Yeah, that it looked like they were going down in 3 wand hits.
Yeah.
It's always nice to see them a little lower.
I think they usually take about 4 wand hits.
Yes, exactly 4.
Yeah. There we go, Chessjerk finding out where the princess lies.
It sounds like with that ding.
That means Saver has arrived.
GG, sir.
Thanks.
Okay, first question off the bat. You skipped the stair in 4, and then you went into 2. What led to the decision to skip the stair in 4?
Found the wand, go mode. So that was my immediate thought from that.
But you didn't have silvers at that point.
Oh crap, I didn't.
So that's why I'm asking why you skipped the stair in 4.
No, I guess it must have slipped my mind. But I was looking at 2 because that was my next destination with arrows, and I knew all the locations. God dang it! I had like 1 room in 4 to check that staircase, didn't I?
It was actually the room with the wand. It had to have been just based on the 4 layout and the fact that there's a wand on the ground in a single push block room. The wand room was the stair room.
You can do that?
Yeah, that's
Because it was a double block room.
Yeah, I was thinking. Well, it was a single block room. I'm pretty sure.
It was a single block, and what probably happened was either the spiral stair in 8 or the diamond stair in 9 that has a drop on the floor with the staircase got turned into that because of remove open stairs.
Did Chessjerk figure out what's in 4?
He didn't go in the stair either because he had silvers when he went in. So he got the silvers at the same time as you were getting... Not the silvers. He got the bow at the same time as you were getting the ladder, and immediately went back to 2.
Smart move. Every room that you couldn't clear was bunnies.
Yep. The thing that... The main difference between you and him was he did not go back for the ladder until it was his last possible location besides clearing out the blue dark nets in 6.
You mean like his last possible of all dungeons?
Yes, because he found he was ladder blocked in 4, ladder blocked in 8, or wand blocked in 8 actually. And 6 was blue dark nets. He did not full clear 7 though. I think he might have skipped the floor item in 7.
From the looks of it, only like 3 items were swapped. Like the rest were just regular hearts on the floor.
Yeah, for a dungeon heart shuffle, this really wasn't much shuffled. Also, you started with 5 hearts.
Yeah, and yeah, I died so many times because of it.
I mean, to be fair, defense was probably, like, in the middle of nowhere at 9.
True, that's true. Yeah, it's kind of calm seas, I'd say.
I roll pretty easy ones, don't I?
And my beef with these flags is figuring out what dungeon's what. I mark something as 1. No, it's 2. No, it's 3. No, turn it around. And they keep doing that back and forth until I get the right order finally. Like level 1, I marked it off as 3. Then I marked it off as 4. Then I marked it off as 5 and 6. And then it's like, oh, it's 1. Wait, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. God dang it.
I still hold that the the hidden level numbers is just a matter of like somehow knowing these dungeons by heart so that you can tell within the first like 2 rooms what a dungeon is. Or maybe I'm just weird. Anyway,
Unless it shapes.
yeah, and then you just hate life. Which
Okay.
it was shapes for 7 through 9. It just happened to be only 2 dungeons.
Okay, it was shapes. Okay, because level 9.
Yeah, 7 through 9 were shapes.
Familiar to first quest level 9. And I was like, what's going on? And then level 8 or level 7 was looking like second quest 7.
That level 8 shape was weird, by the way.
It was like a key on the left side and then a hat on the top right.
That is an accurate description of that level. So, there was a lot of retrying from both sides on this seed.
Hey, you gotta save your bombs as much as you can. And the bomb shops were kind of far away, except there was one in Death Mountain if you opened it and kept it open, which I did not.
Also, Chessjerk has just killed Ganon and has the compass.
Nice. He's gonna be done soon.
Yep. Jiggly's probably happy that my wish for a triple dip 9 did not come true.
Well, I rolled this seed. There's no way that was going to happen.
We'll just let Dave roll the next one.
Bring it on.
Well,
So,
We're-
Saber,
we're-
you're going to go up to 1-0 in this best of 3.
Yay! That means it's a guaranteed win for Chessjerk next, right?
It's supposed to be how that works.
Although Chessjerk broke an agreement. I told him to finish in like an hour 17 or something, and he didn't do it.
Well, he
Some
has
kind of math.
finished with a time of 1:55:28.
Get your GGs out.
So yeah, overall, just it came down to like at a point it was again the exploration advantage versus the combat advantage, and the exploration advantage proved in this case to be the superior advantage to have. But still a very close race within 10 minutes.
So, is the only reason you're saying that is because of finding 5 earlier, or no? I'm just curious.
It was actually the fact that you got the recorder out of 7 earlier.
Huh.
You both found 5 at about the same time. It was CJ hadn't done... It was just that CJ hadn't routed 7 in, so he didn't have that recorder to get the ladder out of 5.
Right, you needed the recorder. That's right.
But as a result of that, he found 3 earlier, which got him his bow and arrows earlier, which led to him having earlier silver, so he had the permanent weapon before you did.
It was so nice to have some kind of permanent weapon, that's for sure.
Are you going to tell me the blue boomerang isn't a permanent weapon?
It worked with some rooms, and then grouping them up with bombs. I guess it is kind of a permanent weapon, not really, no.
Hey, at least it was, like, free.
I had to pick up twice, I think, because I retried afterwards to save bombs.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did more retries in this seed than I want to say some people have done throughout the entire tournament.
Yeah, and if somebody else got things in the right order, that would be probably my downfall, because every time you do that, especially with that start location, you're losing a lot of time. But sometimes it's necessary to keep exploring, unless if you can't reliably force bombs yet, and you're low on...
Sounds like we do have Chessjerk in the booth with us. GG, sir.
GG. GG Saver.
GG. You're a jerk, Chessjerk. You said you were supposed to finish in hour 17 and get the first win. What happened?
I would like to give shoutouts to my son, who apparently messed with my settings and caused select swap to be off for the entire race.
So you did pause strats?
I tried and failed.
Wow.
So I didn't figure it out until about 20 minutes in, and I figured, well, I can't go back and change it now, so I'm just going to go forward with it. But I assume that he messed with my settings on the laptop. I guess. I have no idea. I have no idea why it was off.
I guess your son's practicing to be more like Saber.
That's going to be my real excuse. So.
It's kind of odd because right before this race, I was just talking about that. Like, hey, what if in the middle of the race
it was prophetic? Yeah, you knew something.
Yes, I talked to your son specifically and said,
yes.
Go into the 6th tab of this randomizer program, uncheck off the specific checkbox that just does select swap, and then generate it. He wouldn't know.
Even though he's 4 years old, he could pull it off. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, that is just weird. That is weird.
Yeah,
So
I did consider it. I really did consider, because I really hadn't accomplished much in the first 20 minutes.
I'll be honest.
I almost did it.
I'll be honest. If you told me that, I would have stopped for like whatever 1 or 2 minutes or however many minutes. I would have stopped because that's like a. To be fair, I had to take a bathroom break, and I used the fairy fountain as an excuse to take a bathroom break. So I was using all the right strats in this race. I was using the hold it in strat.
Yeah, I could have done things much better. I couldn't have not retried and go back to 5 million times, assuming that the reverse C was the ladder, which it wasn't. That would have saved a lot of time. That was probably the difference if I hadn't done that 4 times.
That and Saber found 7 before you did.
Yeah, I realized as I was in, I think I went through the northeast, and I thought, oh man, I didn't check that power bracelet spot. Oh, I'll get it later. And that turned out to be a level. And I thought, oh.
It was in the desert spot, though, right?
Yeah, but I didn't. I had the power bracelet, and I was in that area, and I didn't check it until 20 minutes after that, when I should have. And I would have had the recorder much sooner, and that would have changed things quite a bit. But I heard I had bow and arrows first, so that was nice.
Yeah, you picked up the bow and arrow at the same time Saber was picking up the ladder.
Okay.
And apparently we both skipped the staircase item in 4, whatever it could be. Which was the
4. I full cleared 4, and I have no idea which room I didn't clear to get the staircase item.
The room with the wand was the stair.
Oh, was it? Oh my god.
Yeah,
I thought
it's a quirk.
It's
a quirk of remove open stairs.
I've never even thought about that. That's insane. I wonder what was down there. Could have used red ring, I suppose. That was really the only thing left I could have really made any use out of.
I'm pretty sure it was the raft.
Raft? Okay. I mean, I'm missing items all over. I'm missing items all over the place, so I have no idea what's outstanding.
Red candle was an 8, if you're curious.
I was only an 8 for what, 6 rooms? I was in go mode at the time when I finally went through it.
Yeah, your 8 was really fast.
Yeah, well, discounting the 3 visits, but
minor details.
Yeah, minor details. 3 visits, 7 rooms, Triforce. Yeah, can't complain. And an item and a heart container. That was nice. I feel lucky that I barely dug 8, I barely dug 7. I full cleared 1, only to find that Patcher guarded an item, I'm assuming.
No, you actually picked up all 3 items in 1.
Were there 2 hearts in 1?
Yes.
I had a bad feeling I mismarked my tracker. Yep, that was my mistake. I should not have gone back to 1 either.
So with this, none of us really knew if we picked up the white sword item, did we?
It was the magical boomerang on the
I'm sorry,
spot.
The white sword bombs.
Oh, the white sword bombs? Oh yeah, couldn't tell you. That's true. That's
one thing that's what I feared about this seed, because you really don't know if you picked it up or not.
That's right. And then you think you mismarked your tracker.
Exactly. If it was in the staircase, I think that would be really good in this kind of setting, just so people wouldn't go crazy. Like, I keep searching level 8 in the shapes and I can't find it.
I was happy I was able to identify that level 2 was the first dungeon found. I was happy I saw that. Like, okay, that's good information to know. It looks like a moon.
That was the only one I identified. Everything else, I needed a map or a Triforce to fix my mistakes.
I figured out 2, or I figured out what 2 was. I figured out what 1 was. I figured out what 5 was. I think I figured out what 6 was, but I wasn't sure. But 7 and 8, I wasn't sure because they don't being shapes, so I really don't. I actually had 7 marked as Death Mountain. That ended up being 4. And then I got to set Triforce in 7, and I thought, oh, that's 7. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the level 6 in Death Mountain, it's like, I mismarked it like 5 different times. That was like my switcheroo one.
Nice.
Well,
But true to
GG
form.
again.
True to form. Yeah, thank you. Same to you. True to form. I had what 12 hearts because I can't stop picking up hearts. I even retried and didn't pick up the free heart in the northwest corner,
And you still had a bunch of hearts.
and I still had a bunch of hearts.
Interesting quirk with this. When you actually beat the game, you go back to the normal starting hearts.
Do you really? I didn't even notice.
You go back to 3.
Nice.
We have learned something today.
I don't think it helped me that much, to be honest. I guess it's just by not being less than 3. But yeah, we'll tomorrow night, same time, same place.
Yep. And what do you want to do for game 3? If it's too quick?
We'll see if it matters.
All right.
I got a bad feeling, but that's just me. So
Hey, you worry me, so that's a
try.
good thing.
I try.
You're up there with the top players, so
I'm trying. I do the
I
best
wouldn't
I
be
can.
surprised if you sneak in 2 extra wins.
I'll do my
So
best.
either way, even though I'm against you, I'm rooting for you at the same time.
Thank you. You want to change it to best of 7? Last minute change.
I asked you best of 3.
I know.
Best of 21 or go home.
Yeah. 24-hour stream. We just play X. We play as many seeds as we can in 24 hours, and whoever's up at the end is the winner.
I think I suggested that before, but 12 hours.
12 hours, yeah. But that's in another lifetime.
You know, I would not mind that. Adiginos, what do you think?
He's like, book it.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for the restream, the commentary. Thank you for tracking.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much. Unless you guys didn't do any of that, in that case, while we interviewing, I have no idea. But thank you.
it. They're actually on recording right now. They're actually not live.
Yeah, what you don't know is we've actually been just broadcasting you guys playing Toki for the past 2 hours.
Sounds good to me.
Again, thank you to both of our runners, CrystalSaver and Chessjerk, for putting on an excellent race for us. Thank you to our tracker, Belmort. And thank you again to both our restreamer, Captain Green 7, and my co-com, Jiggly Saint. Then I will let Jiggly Saint close us out.
Yep. I don't have anything else to add. So, everybody have a good evening, good night. In my case, good morning. Yeah.
It looks like we're going to send you over to Randomizer 3, where we have Fury versus Antlers going on.